that because I haven't really gotten to play very seriously in like a week. Basically since the last Mega Drive, because homework.
No, I feel you on that one, man. But nevertheless, you did your best. And we're going to be seeing how both of these players will be showing their best in this tournament right now with Alternis versus Sled. Me Gunner versus Wii Fit Trainer. Already.
Oh my god, he died in less than 15 seconds.
That is very true. Taking at least a minimum damage, using that deep breathing to allow for extra damage and safer options too.
Indeed, talk about doing our best.
Exactly. Alton is still at 52% on his third stock, while Sled is on his second stock, just still trying to maintain a good lead, while Alternis is just doing his best just to keep this stock right now. Sled at 60% of damage, and Wii Fit Trainer just keeping Sands off of him. But incredible DI by Alternis being able to survive.
Unfortunately, not being able to take this stock quite yet. He's gonna have to do that like real fast, and commentator scares.
Yeah, using that up B too as advantage to get that stock finally off of him, but using that F tilt to take that second stock off of Sled. Sled has a very large mountain to climb in order to take off Alternis' second stock, let alone the final stock. He needs to work step by step in order to figure out a way to get this off. But right now, Alternis is just slowly racking up more damage, using that exercise ball just to throw off Sled and make sure that he can change up his movement options and landing.
Indeed, Sled just needs to find like some time to like take a breather and like think about what he needs to do, but Alternis is just not letting that happen.
Exactly. But you can already see that the amount of chip damage Sled is just throwing out is working in his favor, and in the end is doing such an incredible job. Already at 129, using that remote bomb to connect into that up air was an incredible smart play by Sled. But he has to be very careful with 123% of damage on him right now, while Alternis has deep breathing on deck. He has to realize that any wrong move he makes will cost him his life.
Indeed, and I think he knows that, which is why he's like playing a lot more conservatively than we have seen previously in this game.
Exactly.
He's just trying his best to, you know, like, even things up, potentially take the game even, and judging by how things are going, he might actually do it.
Has to be very careful. 148 damage to 86. You can already see that Me Gunner is at rate.
And he does do it.
Yeah, 86% of damage to 148. That's going to take the first game for Sled.
Really setting the precedent of this set to come with that, like, amazing comeback right off the bat.
Exactly. A little bit of questionable DI on Alternis' part, but a win is a win nonetheless, and you see that Sled is taking the first game victory.
We do indeed take those.
So I'm very curious on what Alternis is going to do, if he's going to be switching to a more reliable character or if he's going to be sticking with the Wii Fit Trainer, because that wasn't a bad situation. Alternis was doing fairly well during the beginning, and then Sled was able to start bringing it back slowly and was able to finally get that second kill and final kill with that back air.
Indeed.
Sticking it with the Wii Fit Trainer and the Me Gunner.
Alright, going to Town and City. Let's see how this goes. So that's starting off already full charging his charge shot.
Yeah, this is a good stage for both characters. Me Gunner can struggle to kill at times and because of the blast zones being so close to on the sides, this allows for Me Gunner to really get early kills using charge shot.
Speaking of charge shot.
Yep, sending it right out earlier in the match. Using up B as an option just to keep Alternis at bay. Just throwing it out, being like, hey, I know it's here. Just so you know, I'm going to throw it out. Just keep your distance from me. Make sure you don't get anywhere near me. Using up B has a great out of shield option. 108 damage on me, on Wii Fit Trainer. Almost dying in that situation. And 100% of damage.
As we saw with the game before, Alternis really not showing the best of DI, but maybe he can switch that up. Maybe it was just like one unfortunate occasion.
Who barely dodging the remote bombs, just trying his very best just to keep his distance from Wii Fit Trainer, because anything that Wii Fit Trainer throws out will definitely kill. And Me Gunner does struggle to kill right now, so he's trying to figure out a way to get this damage out and onto Wii Fit Trainer, and that back air is really going to take that stock. 162% damage.
With the back throw.
Exactly. Back throw, my bad. And that up air is going to be taking it from Wii Fit Trainer, making it 2-2. Going a little bit of teabag across the bottom platform. Bottom stage.
Both players right off the bat going off with their projectiles. And then as soon as one approach, they catch an up B out of field.
Yeah, Sled at Alternis at 80% now, thanks to that charge shot, while 22% is on Sled. Just constantly throwing projectiles out and using, and the remote bomb coming into play once more as an option at ledge, and Sled being aware of this and using up air to his advantage to actually extend the combo.
Oh, but just that raw downer off stage is going to be taking Sled's second stock.
Feel the burn in your thighs
And then we fit with heavy or deep breathing on last stock. With that much rage is definitely going to be a very scary thing. But fortunately for Sled, deep breathing wore off and he was able to get the up tilt to take it to last stock.
Yeah, 51% on Sled, and being very aware of his situations. Realizes that
no. Unfortunate SD. I don't know if you'd call that an SD or just like a panic.
Nah, that was definitely an SD. Didn't realize that he fast fell, realizing that he put himself too far off this ledge and caused himself to fall into the blast zone.
Yeah. I definitely felt something like stirring there when he went for that neutral B, like on the very edge of the stage on the platform. But unfortunately, I think he got a bit too greedy with that and then fell to his doom.
Exactly. So Sled might have to be rethinking his decision. Currently, the score is, if I'm correct, what is it? 1-1 is it? Let me see. Yeah, 1-1
Did the set
currently.
just start? Like when I got on commentary?
Yeah, the set is still going, but Alternis won the second game while Sled won the first.
Okay, yeah, so I came in right as the set started. Yeah, so it's 1-1 now.
Yeah. Both players doing an exceptional job just reading out each other's options. Alternis sticking probably with the Wii Fit Trainer, being a very good character in this situation, making sure to get in close and get in fast, while Sled sticking with the Me Gunner, just doing his very best. So I can't wait to see if they're going to be doing a character switch and stage switch too. But it seems like they're going to be sticking with their tried and true.
And the stage will be Lilat. Okay. Now I'm not
Lilat
really
has definitely worked in the favor of Sled in the past, and I feel like this is going to be a good stage for Sled. I don't know about Wii Fit Trainer, but it causes more options for Me Gunner in the sense that because of the slants, it allows for the detonation, the automatic grenades, not automatic grenades, but the remote bombs to slant at the ledge, allows them to cover more distance.
Indeed, it allows them to like roll off the ledge better. And there's classic Lilat, and there's classic Wii Fit with deep breathing, just killing with that raw F smash.
Currently, right now, it seems like Alternis is doing his very best, just constantly racking up more and more damage and taking off that first stock, 37 to 98. just doing his very best just to keep his distance, make sure that he only goes in when needed, and make sure that he keeps his first stock. Right now, 132 to 70% of damage. But getting hit by that side B is going to take that first stock. 81 to 0%. And Sled has to be very careful on how he moves because deep breathing is out.
Indeed, I noticed a lot, like, in this entire set so far that, whenever Alternis gets the lead and he, like, approaches even though he's in advantage and, like, keeps hammering away at Sled, it doesn't really give Sled a lot of opportunities to, like, recover, but then once the distance kind of, like, lengthens, then Sled is more, like, in his zone, so to speak.
Exactly.
Like just now, Alternis closed the distance and then was able to kill with that down tilt.
Yeah, and right now it seems like Sled is struggling more and more. Just given the fact that the percent deficit is slowly starting to seep away from him. Still has his Alternis still has a second stock. And with a 78% of damage, using that
good side B.
The side B to get the spike hitbox of the soccer ball, not hitting the soccer ball at all, but hitting hands instead.
Yeah, the headbutt for the soccer ball also has a spike hitbox attached to it. But a lot of the time the spike doesn't really hit because like it hits the spike, but then you immediately get hit by the soccer ball, like immediately. I cannot speak today. Immediately after you get hit by the spike. But he spaced it and like B reversed it so that he would just get hit by only the spike hitbox.
Incredible play by Alternis. So this is gonna be it's 2-1 currently. This could be Alternis's game to win or Sled's game to win. PS2 running it back to that same stage to see if anything will change for Sled in the end.
I mean, yeah, as we've seen, Sled is like no slouch when it comes to like you know, preventing people from taking too much of a lead. But Alternis seems to be finding his way with just approaching and like applying the pressure.
Exactly. Almost getting sniped by that ball and recovering high only to get hit by down smash.
He had like worldwide coverage there.
Exactly. 23% on Sled while Alternis is sitting at 89 on his third stock.
Indeed, he is sitting in the advantage, but seeing how this entire set is gone, I don't think he's sitting too comfortably in set advantage.
Exactly.
And right as I say, he gets upbeat out of shields and died.
Yeah, the percent deficit isn't too bad. 46 to 9, and with deep breathing being in the equation, having deep breathing into the equation really allows for Alternis to really extend his lead. But you can never count Me Gunner out with the barrage of projectiles that this character can throw out.
Yeah, if he can keep that distance, he can mainly stay like in a comfortable position and try to like, you know, turn the game in his favor, I mean. But Alternis is just not allowing it and going like straight in, like with as many opportunities as he can.
Yeah, 77 to 87. Sled on his final stock and Alternis on his first. Finally getting that second stock off, 77%. But deep breathing is on deck and any of the smash attacks will kill from Wii Fit Trainer. Sled has to be very careful on how he moves, making sure that he doesn't get hit by anything
too powerful.
Exactly.
So I think now is the time where Sled needs to like calm down, like think about what he needs to do and like just go off.
Very true.
Which he seems to be doing. The game is currently even right now. Almost in terms of percent.
This could be a last stock, last hit situation. Ooh.
Ooh.
Getting hit by Sun Salutation is going to be taking the game.
The
Alternis
key is to focus on your balance.
going 3-1 over Sled.
Despite the nature of the two characters that we just saw playing, that was a very explosive set. There was
Exactly.
like